Hey there students, let us attempt this question. A particle in a central field moves in the spiral orbit given by r is equals to c theta squared. Remember, r represents the radial distance between the particle and the central force. And then this is c theta squared. So now the formula says determine its force function. So basically, we have covered this formula for the force function in our previous video and how to prove it. So basically, this has been proven in our previous video, but now we just need to use it to be able to find the force function. Basically, the force function, it is actually F at r, or you can say that this is F at u to the power minus 1. This is the same thing, F at r or F at u to the power minus 1. So you have to basically prove this, and you can see that for you to get that, you need the following things. You need the second derivative of u with respect to theta, and you need also the value of u, then you combine them. In this case, we're given something in terms of r. Now remember, first of all, that r is equals to 1 over u. So in this case, our r is c theta squared. So to find u, we can say that u is equals to 1 over r. You can just exchange those two. And then in this case, our u value is 1 over c theta squared. Because remember that r is given by c theta squared for the motion of this particle. So basically, we need to find u, and we have already found it. Perfect. Now we need to find the second derivative of u with respect to theta. So now this is u, we need to find its second derivative. Whenever you see d squared u, you are finding the second derivative of u, in this case with respect to theta. So we're going to differentiate this equation for u with respect to theta. So first we find the first derivative with respect to theta. So this is basically the derivative of this equation. This equation is 1 over c theta squared. We are going to differentiate this with respect to theta. So you can see that here we can apply differentiation rules by taking theta squared to the top. This will be theta to the power of -2. So you can just rewrite this as 1 over c times theta to the power of -2. So applying the power rule there, -2 times 1, we're going to get -2. And then this is going to be theta to the power of -2 minus 1. Remember, that's how we do the power rule thingy. So this will be -2 minus 1. Will remain with what? Will remain with theta to the power of -3. This is all over c. So this is the first derivative. This is the first derivative of u with respect to theta. And then remember, we are not interested in the first derivative. We want to find the second derivative. So we're going to differentiate this as well again with respect to theta. So you're going to find the second derivative of u with respect to theta. So this is going to be, you can still apply this very same power rule by multiplying -3, which is the exponent of theta, times -2. You're going to get +6. So this is going to be 6, and then over c. C is just a constant, and then this is theta to the power of -4, because power rule just says that you have to also minus 1 there. So basically, this is what you have done here, and here we have got the second derivative. So now to find our force, now we can now use this equation and say that the force function, remember that the force function is given by the following equation, that the force function f of u to the power -1, and then this is multiplied by, this is negative f of u to the power -1 multiplied by 1 over m, this is m, l squared u squared is equals to d squared du d theta squared plus u. So now that we have got our prospects, we can just substitute them here. This is going to be negative f of u to the power -1 multiplied by 1 over m l squared u squared is equals to, we now know the second derivative of u with respect to theta for this equation is 6 over c theta to the power -4. So this is just 6 over c theta to the power of -4. plus the value of u, we know that it is just the inverse of r. This is just 1 over c theta squared. So this is just 1 over c theta squared. And then now we want to make our force function the subject of the formula. So we're just going to cross multiply by this factor so that we remain with f of u to the power minus 1 will be equals to, this is negative of it, will be equals to m l squared u squared into 6 over c theta to the power minus 4 plus 1 over c theta squared. So we've basically cross multiplied this so that we can remain with f as the subject of the formula. So in this case, this is ml squared over u squared into 6 over c theta to the power minus 4 plus 1 over c theta squared. And then now this is basically what you find. This is basically what you find as the force function. You can just remove this negative here and just multiply by negative 1. This is going to be negative ml squared u squared into 6 over c theta to the power of minus 4. You can just take out the theta downwards for your mathematics factorization and simplification, but otherwise we are done with the physics part. So this can be just written as negative ml squared u squared into 6 over c theta to the power of what? To the power of positive 4. And then this is going to be plus 1 over c theta squared. Okay, you can express it in terms of u, whatever that you can do, but in this case, this is how we find the force function. Make sure that you check out this video on how to prove the force function formula. The link is in the description. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, tell your friends to stay tuned.